Good afternoon, graduates, or should I say class of 2020. As you know, graduation was postponed this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, don't despair, we're excited to be presenting graduation to you in this alternative format. And even though we won't be able to have the large in-person ceremony that we usually do, we're doing our utmost here at Richmont to deliver at least the core of that experience to you in this alternate delivery modality. And that's why I'm talking to you today. On behalf of the faculty and the staff of Richmont Graduate University, and certainly as well as the Board of Trustees, let me be the first to congratulate you on this major life achievement. Here's the good news. All the tests are done. There'll be no more group projects, no more last-minute assignments or late nights with coffee trying to get your work done for a class tomorrow. You've done it. You're good to go. And for that, we celebrate you, all the hard work you've put in over these last 3 years, to let you know that your life's journey in terms of your degree has come to full fruition. And isn't that cause to celebrate and feel a sense of pride? We also know that it was probably a village that helped you achieve this dream. Family members, relatives, close friends, spouses, children, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, all contributed to your success, didn't they? So let's take a moment to just acknowledge what they did in terms of supporting you as you move forward through Richmont to reach this momentous mountaintop. Now, one of the things I'd like to share with you is that we could not be more confident, those of us that work at the university, that we are sending the finest clinical counselors and ministers out into the world. We know that you're going to continue to advance God's kingdom through the really, really vital work you do in the ministry and in counseling. We know that because our program is rigorous. We know that because you achieved excellence in the classroom. You've had internship experiences that have prepared you for that transition into the world of work. And all those together have put us in a place where we can say to the world, our graduates are available, they're going to make a difference, and you'd be foolish not to hire them because that's how good they are. Now, the last thing I would tell you would be, don't hesitate to stay involved. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean that your relationship with Richmont ends. You'll always be part of our family. Think about giving back. Participate in the Alumni Council. Become a mentor to some of our current students. Maybe the place where you work could be a clinical site for future Richmont interns. And if you're into ministry, maybe you could take under your wing some of our ministry students and help them develop their pastoral skills. But the idea is that it isn't an ending, it's a beginning. So you're graduating today with the credential, but your relationship with Richmont is lifelong. And who knows, maybe one of you will come back in the near future and say to me, Dr. Quinnen, I'd love to be a prospective board member. How do I make that happen? I'd love to have that conversation with any one of you, because I know how you're all born leaders. So let me close where I began. On behalf of the faculty, staff, the Board of Trustees, and everyone associated with the university, we share your joy on this momentous achievement. Even though we can't celebrate with you in person, we celebrate you in spirit. And know that our spirit, like yours, is exultant, joyful, and could not be more pleased to know that you're one of ours and you're going to go out and make a difference in the world. God bless you. Be well. Take care.
I'd like to express my gratitude and appreciation to President Quinnen, to the Richmont Board of Trustees, to the administration, to the faculty, and the staff who served you all so well. But especially I'd like to express my admiration to the parents and also to each member of the class of 2020 School of Ministry and School of Counseling. I guess I need to address the elephant in the room, the pandemic of 2020. No one has ever seen anything like it and maybe never see anything like it again. But Richmont has a wonderful history of thriving after difficult times, whether it's having to send all the faculty home in the early 70s because of not being able to pay them, or losing the accreditation from the Georgia State University and having to become a standalone accredited graduate school, or the trying to find a home, a permanent home. All of those things have been weathered, and the result has been thriving. May that be the case again for this time. It begs the question, why does God seem to like this place so much? I wonder if part of the answer is found on this mug. It goes all the way back about 40 or 50 years, not all the way back to the beginning with CBI, but with ESI. There are 4 words that are on that mug that Richmont it's been a process of striving to fulfill these, and I think they have. Training. Richmont is the 3rd oldest graduate training program integrating psychology, theology, counseling in the country. And now they're producing trainers who are some of the best universities in the country. Research. Richmont's always been one of the best research institutions for integrating psychology and theology that has ever existed, and now they're training those researchers. Therapy. Innovative practices in counseling has been the hallmark and a great blessing to many cities across the country, especially in Atlanta and Chattanooga. And finally, service. From the president on down, Richmont models servant learning, and so do its graduates. So let me just give you 3 things, 3 quick takeaways. First comes from David Brooks, editor of columnist of New York Times, recent convert to Christianity. He talks about 2 types of values: resume values and eulogy values. We spend our life, he's found, most of us spend our lives pursuing resume values, but in the end, all that matters is the eulogy virtues or values. So I challenge you graduates to pursue from day one eulogy virtues to go along with the resume virtues. Second thing is from my friend and mentor Dallas Willard, and it's quite a simple statement. It's the reality of invisible things, his belief in the reality of invisible things. That's a unique thing about Richmont. Things like the kingdom and the Trinity are seen as being as real as chairs and tables. Pursue that for the rest of your life. The last thing comes from Jesus in his commencement address found in John 13 through 17. Paraphrasing, he said basically 4 things that I'd like to leave you with. 1, God likes you a lot. 2, because of that, you're going to live forever. 3, if you're going to live forever, you might as well enjoy it. And the best way to enjoy it is to live in John 15 and abide in the Trinity. So I leave you with the lesson from Dr. Jesus, and may you take that with you into the presence of the thousands of people that you'll serve.
Hey, fellow counselors, congrats! After many long and tedious semesters, we have finally made it to the finish line. We've shared laughs, tears, prayers, and hugs. We've made new friends, new memories, and new dreams for the future. As the season comes to such an odd end in the midst of a global pandemic, I believe our work is just beginning. We now hold the torch that's been passed off by the graduates before us. I believe God has uniquely prepared our class to serve as wounded healers and mental health clinicians for such a time as this. Each of our stories, woven together so intricately, has led us to this time and place. We are ready for this next step in our journey. So as we apply for jobs, begin new opportunities, and reflect on our time at Richmont, I'm reminded of a quote from the great Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Now more than ever, the world needs counselors who can sit in the presence of pain and fear and offer grace, acceptance, and hope. This is what we've been trained for. This is what we've been waiting for. This, my friends, is our time. Congratulations again, class of 2020. I wish you all the very, very best.
Hello, class of 2020. Congratulations on your achievement of your graduation, even though we aren't going to have one physically, at least in May. You've worked hard these years, and I remember either 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, the question that I asked you in orientation was, if Jesus walked in the room and asked you, what do you want me to do for you? How you would answer that question. And I thought about that as I was preparing my thoughts for our little chat today. The ending of your tenure at Richmont has been very significant the last half of the semester. With COVID-19 and the pandemic and different things happening with your internship and getting pushed into the deep end as interns into telemental health. It's been a large room for being God dependent and to be relying upon His grace. I just want to share with you two thoughts about that. One is a quote from Jonathan Edwards. Said, a truly humble man is sensible of his natural distance from God and of his dependence on Him, of the insufficiency of his own power and wisdom, and that it is by God's power that he is upheld and provided for, that he needs God's wisdom to lead and guide him, and His might to enable him to do what he ought to do for Him. Each of you has a unique kingdom voice that God has sharpened over these last 2 to 3 years or 4 years, and He wants to use you as an instrument of His grace in the lives of other people for His kingdom purposes. And to do that, you're going to need to implement Romans 8:11. I want to read that to you here. And if the Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through His Spirit who lives in you. And we know that we can have life in our bodies because we are commanded to allow the Lord to live His life through us and to express His love through us to others. My prayer for you is that as you do that as clinicians and as individuals in society and culture, that you will show forth God's love and express your unique kingdom voice for His kingdom building, for His glory and your good. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for all that you have achieved under really challenging circumstances. And I'm praying that this graduation will be truly celebrated, even though it's not the way you had planned. I pray that, as Paul said to the Ephesians, that you will be able to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, to know the hope to which you've been called. And I pray that in your lives, you will see the Lord do things that are immeasurably more than anything you can ask or imagine, and that He will be glorified through your good work with clients. I am grateful to have been part of your journey here at Richmont.
2020 cohort, congratulations! You did it! What an amazing feat. You performed beautifully in spite of an international pandemic, having to adjust on the fly, day by day, hour by hour, and being trained in telemental health, adapting to that training, providing those services to clients. Let me tell you something. I am so proud of each and every one of you. My heart is full. And I will forever remember this cohort as being my first cohort as Dean of Clinical Affairs. Thank you for serving our clients in the midst of darkness and suffering. Thank you for being a light on a hill. Thank you for continuing to engage. And thank you for teaching me on how to be a better communicator and how to adjust and adapt to my own ways and be flexible. Thank you so much. To each and every one of you, I want you to know, and I hope you know this already, but in case you don't, that you are valued and you are loved, and I'm proud of you. So stay in touch. You've got my number, you've got my email. Stay in touch. Use us as a resource at Richmont. Use us as references. Use us as a network to blossom and further your careers as clinical mental health counselors. Thank you again, and peace.
Blessings to you, class of 2020. We're excited that God has somehow given you the grace to make it through these years with trials foreseen and unforeseen. We look forward to seeing how God continues to extend His grace to you in the coming years. Blessings. God bless.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I really wish that we could be together to celebrate this May, but since we can't, we wanted to all shoot you a video message and tell you how very proud we are of you. Commencement is my favorite day of the year. I love all the pomp and circumstance. I love the regalia. I really love watching y'all take selfies in your caps and gowns. And most of all, I really love celebrating how hard you've worked. I can remember back to your orientations and seeing your names and printed on your new student labels and just being so excited to meet you when you got onto campus and getting to sit with you all in classes and hear about how you're doing in your classes and to celebrate all of the accomplishments that you have made in assignments and with clients. Especially this year with all the hard work that you guys have put in as you have transitioned to seeing clients online and had multiple processes thrown at you. I'm so grateful for all of you and all the hard work that you've done. We're so proud of you, and we couldn't be happier that you are a graduate of Richmont. Congrats.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am so incredibly proud of you and all of the hard work that you have put in over the last few years while you've been at Richmont, and I am so glad that I've been able to be a part of your journey for the past few years. I know that this time is not ending the way that any of us had anticipated, but I fully believe that we serve a God who wastes nothing, and that this beginning of your careers will be used throughout the course of you guys being clinicians. I am so grateful to now be able to call you colleagues and fellow Richmont alum. Please stay in touch and let us know all of the great things that are yet to come.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am so proud of your grit, your resiliency, your grace through all of this. I am so happy I get to call you colleagues.
Class of 2020, I was just thinking back about that time, remembering when we all, went to, wait, no, that wasn't you. Oh, I remember when we were all hanging out and y'all, that wasn't you either. Oh, I remember that time when we were in class and then we had like a national pandemic and you just had to go to Zoom meetings all the time and graduate. And congratulations, you did it. You showed amazing adaptability and flexibility. Aside from that, I have just a few words from you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. And as we say where I'm from, I'll holler at y'all later.
Hello, class of 2020, and congratulations. Even though we can't be together for handshakes, fist bumps, and embraces of celebration, we can still have great joy about all that you've accomplished through your entire program of study, and in particular, this last crazy semester of the COVID-19 pandemic. You've shown such resilience, such strength, such flexibility, such perseverance. It reflects well who you are as a group and each one of you individually. You have so much to offer to your clients and the future clients that you will serve. I'm so honored to have you as colleagues and alumni of Richmont. I just want to say congratulations to you. So happy for you, so proud of you, and look forward to working alongside you in the days ahead.
Congratulations, class of 2020. What an exciting time to enter the field. You're our first class ever to be trained in telemental health. So now, as you transition from student to graduate, I pray that you feel God's good pleasure in the work that He's called you to do. And it's my sincere honor to welcome you as you transition from student to colleague. I can't wait to see the healing work that you're about to bring to a hurting world.
Class of 2020, congratulations, you made it. I think I remember telling you guys about a year ago during our Hope Center orientation that this was probably going to be one of the hardest years of your life. I didn't disappoint, but I wanted to let you know that you guys didn't disappoint either. I cannot tell you in words how proud I am of you. You have endured some of the most difficult experiences that any student at Richmont has ever had to endure. And you did it with calmness and dignity and courage. And I'm really, really grateful for every single one of you and all the work that you've put in to get here. You will be a unique class. You're going to graduate with experience that nobody else at Richmont has ever graduated with. And I can't say that I could expect anything less from you guys. I do remember thinking about this group and forecasting what it was going to look like over the year, because that's what we do. And I recognized that you were a group that had a calm presence from the very beginning. I knew you were going to withstand some really difficult things, because that's what this program and this experience is about. And I also had faith that the Lord was going to stand by you, walk you through it just like He has. I hope that you've experienced some really good things here, and I know you've experienced some really hard things. And I cannot express enough how grateful I am to have been a part of your journey. I look forward to being your peer in the future. I look forward to being able to share in person hugs and handshakes and congratulations. And I can't wait until we get to see each other face to face.
Hey everyone, I'm so very happy to see you at the end of this part of your journey, and to be able to bless you as you are moving into the next phase of your calling. It has been a tough road getting here, and I have seen that you are tougher. I've seen your love and passion for each other and for those you have served during your time here. Your education and the skills you've developed, and the invisible yet very powerful anointing that rests on you and your life, are now intertwined in ways that you have yet to fully understand. But know that all have prepared you to be able to embrace the opportunities that will come your way. Not just to benefit yourself, but so that you can serve as a conduit for the healing and transformation that is so needed in the world around us. As I think of the time we spent together walking through the difficult work of your preparation, I remember each and every one of you. I see your faces in my mind's eye and the unique spirits that you brought to our conversations. And I am encouraged, knowing that the world will be better because of the impact you are going to make. I am inspired to continue teaching, because what I've seen in all of you as you have evolved and transformed has made every day we spent together absolutely worth the effort. Know that as you have been changed for the better by your experience here at Richmont, I have also been changed for the better by my experiences with you. And you will do the same in some unique way for each and every person you touch in the years to come. And so I bless you with wisdom and favor, patience and perseverance, and the courage and a fulfilling contentment as you embark on the path ahead of you. Love you bunches. Stay in touch.
So as you can tell, you will be sorely missed by the faculty and administration here at Richmont Graduate University. But we know great things are in store for you. So let me leave you with one final thought. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a future. And we know the future is bright for all of you. God bless you. Be well.